right. So you have a second or two to go download those books. I am going to bring to the stage a superstar, a powerhouse of love and grace and passion. I'm so excited to introduce you to Christie Hayden. Come join me out here. Christie is joining me without crystals surrounding her, which is a rare sight. Give me a hug. And I absolutely love your book, Ignite Your Truth, Set Your Soul on Fire. I remember the moment where I ignited my truth, and for me, it was all about, I forget what color the throat chakra is. Is it blue?
It's blue.
Yes. So I had my house filled with blue crystals, and I told everybody I was just committed to speaking my truth. And so much of your message, really, I'm going to let you talk about your book. I could talk about her book all day. But so much of your message is about being more of who you are and speaking up. So share a little bit about Ignite Your Truth and why you wrote it.
Yeah, so I wrote the book because I personally never spoke my truth. I had a lot of trouble with that because I was always being shut down, being that I was homeless, being that, all the traumas that I'd been through life, whether it be sexual abuse, rape, physical abuse. I wanted to show women, if I can do this, so can you. So I wrote the book because I was like, it's time for me to spread that message.
Yeah, and it's a brave message. It's a powerful message, but it's also one of so much hope. So I want to hear, when you think about the people who are watching this, the people who you really want to read this book, who is the person? I know you really wrote it for women. So guys out there, if there's something about this that resonates with you, you can download it too. But I want you to speak right to the heart of that woman who you wrote this book for, who may not be hearing you, but we're going to call her in right now.
Okay. So yeah, if you're having trouble, if you're tired of spinning your wheels, if you're really tired of, chasing your tail, if you're tired of your monotonous job, if you're tired of living somebody else's dream for you, now's the time to go ahead and read this book, because I give you the steps to ignite your own truth, right? To ignite your own sparkle so that you can really make the difference in the world that you aim to make.
So you wrote this book pretty quickly. Sophia was just talking about 3 or 4 days. You turned it around in how long?
24 hours.
Give a tip out here, because people are thinking 24 hours, how is that possible? People spend 24 years writing a book. But it was 24 hours of typing. But there was a lot more involved, a whole body of your life's work. And I think you had a little help maybe from someone on this.
Yeah, so really and truly, I waited to the last minute because I was dragging my feet, like many of us do, through life. And I'm sure many of you can relate. So I was like, oh my God, I can't do it. I was so resistant to the process. And I was like, I'm not going to follow the rules. I can't get in the box. I'm not going to get in the box. And then, of
course, she kept telling me that.
And then my spirituality, I definitely, my guides, source definitely let me know, this is your calling. This is what you're meant to do. Your difference in the world that you want to make. And people need your message. They need you to show up. So I said, okay, fine. And I did it. In 24 hours, the magic was written.
This is the key. I talk about this in technical terms as your author feeling state. So the reason Christie was able to do this so quickly is she wasn't doing it alone. She was partnered with Source. She was tapped into something beyond herself, her wise woman self. I call it her inner author. And you really wrote most of that book from what I call a 10 on the author feeling state scale. It's when it's flowing through you.
Yes.
I don't know if you've gone back and read any of it now, but do you ever read something that surprises you?
Yes.
And you're like, who wrote that? That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that happened. Even today, somebody approached me and they'd read my book and it lit my heart up because I was like, did I really write that? Was that me? I was like, oh, hold on a minute. Wait, I didn't write that. I'm not that gifted. And I was like, yeah, I did. Yeah. And it feels magical. Magical.
And the real message for me of Christie and Ignite Your Truth and your Fearless Intuitives Babes movement. There's a Facebook group for Fearless Intuitive Babes. But that entire message is about being brave before you're ready.
Yes.
And that is the secret to writing a book, I will tell you. So that's my tip from Christie. This is her book. You can get it right now. Ignite Your Truth, Set Your Soul on Fire, by #1 best-selling author, Christie Hayden. Congratulations, Christie. Thank you so much.